Instantly somebody shows up. What's up, Red Ideals? Good morning, everybody. And it's time for Tarot Morning Wisdom. Just woke up. Me too, Queen, King. It is just that kind of a morning where you wake up, you look outside, the birds are chirping, the sun is cresting the tree line of Hollywood, the world's most glamorous place. And you say to yourself, I know. Let's go on the internet and throw cards. And that is what we're here to do, friends. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones. And all that we are here to do today is answer questions with these cards. Love! But there's only one way for me to answer questions from these cards. And that's when you guys ask them. So I'm going to turn to you gracefully. No, should I do an opening card? Let's do an opening card for everybody here. Okay, we're going to get this. That's exactly what we're going to do. This feels right. Let's get our Wednesday, March 18th. Let's get our Wednesday, March 18th off to some form of a start by asking this deck for a North Star card, kind of a magnet card, to find out how our day is about to go. It's a new moon, for starters. Jeez, thanks, Angelica. I forgot about that. Oh, it's a new moon. You can feel. Whew. Are we? We're not quite to Aries yet, are we? But we're very close. Very close. So, if I were going to kick this off today, cards, I would love some form of a thematic beginning here that gets us off and running, that tells everybody here, including V, hi, I think Friday is it, yeah, where we're going to take our day today. What's the day going to be like according to this deck right now as I pull this very first Tarot Wisdom card for the entire group? And as already the room is filling with people. Hi, everybody. My name is Open Phones. We're going to answer questions from these cards. It's early in the morning. It's only 7:09 a.m. here in the world's most glamorous place. Grand Rising, Rhonda Shawn. Good morning, TC. All right, we're about to drop one card on everybody just to get us going. Are you ready to find out what it is? I am. Let's go. Oh, new love on a Wednesday. All right, so for the remainder of this broadcast, every single one of these cards, we're going to think about it in terms of new love, okay? Does that sound fun to you? Who here has a question for these cards? I thought I saw one. Vanessa does. Oh, Vanessa. Vanessa. What a question. Vanessa says, is my husband flirting with other females? Is he? All right, let's look at this. Vanessa's husband. She's worried. Thank you. She's worried. Is he flirting with other females? Oh no. Wandering eye syndrome, eh? Let's find out, Vanessa. What do these cards have to say? I'm gonna turn it up a tiny bit. I'd like a little more back. Thank you! All right. Cards. Vanessa's worried about whether her husband is casting his eye afield as it pertains to other females. Let's just see. Well, is he? Oh, Vanessa. Look. There's only so many different ways to read the sad morning man on the beach. We're talking about emotion here. Now, don't get all freaked out like, that bastard, I'm gonna kill him. Is my husband flirting with other females? There is some emotional disappointment in this card, I've got to be honest. But I don't know, Vanessa. If I got that card and I was you, I'd be like, God dang it. Maybe he is. Thank you, Chrissy J. But at least you still got 2 cups to fill behind you. That's exactly right. Thank you, Rhonda Shawn. Rhonda Shawn, that was astute. Congratulations. The thing about that card is you notice that, symbolically speaking, those 3 cups have failed in front of that guy, and you're like, dang it. But there's very importantly 2 cups waiting behind him. Growing, growing, growing. Let's see here. Creepy Girl 113 very kindly comes to the table and says, can I ask a question? And the answer is yes. Chrissy J, your Tarot Morning Wisdom card is coming right up. Are we going to enjoy it? Here it comes. Chrissy J. Oh, Chrissy J, your Tarot Morning Wisdom card for this morning, this March 18th, this Wednesday, March 18th, 2026, is as follows. It is the full cup of love for you, Chrissy J. So I would say that this deck is screaming something to you, Chrissy J, about opening your heart. Just go full tilt boogie. Make sure that this cup is as wide open as possible so that it can receive every single aspect of emotion that is available to you right now. Love, love, love. Let's see. Gabrielle says, Jesus loves you. Only God knows the future. You're talking to demons. I love you, Gabrielle. You're the funnest. Oh, Gabrielle. Would you like a card, Gabrielle? Let me show you how little there is to do with demons in this deck. Sweet Gabrielle. Jesus loves you too, Gabrielle. Believe it or not. Creepy Girl 13. Hi, my name is Open Phones. How are you? This is Tarot Morning Wisdom, where we throw questions at cards. Creepy Girl 13 says, I am curious if the guy that I'm seeing currently is worth it, or if it's a waste of my energy. Oh boy, who here has been where Creepy Girl 13 is right now? I'm curious. I'm just curious. Is the guy that I'm seeing currently worth it? Well, it seems to be going so well, if you're asking a stranger on the internet whether he's worth it or not. Well, let's just see, Creepy Girl, what on earth these cards have to say about you and this guy that you aren't sure is wasting your energy. Creepy Girl 13, don't be wasting your energy on some guy. All right, let's see it. Should we look together? Ugh, it makes me so nervous to do that. Okay, Creepy Girl, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. I don't do reversals, so. The Magician seems to think it might be worth it. Okay, like when you see bang. A beginning, like a magician here, and that's what a magician can be considered, is a form of a beginning, a very beginning, an auspicious beginning. The first rung of the ladder to paradise is represented inside of this card. So, is this guy worth it or a waste of my energy? You know, just to be safe though, let's put you into the breadbasket really quickly. Creepy Girl 13, we have a relationship spread here that is proprietary to the Open Phones Network called Andromeda's Breadbasket, and here's how it goes, okay? In this iteration, Creepy Girl, you'd be the magician. Ooh, look how powerful you are. And then there's this dude. Well, if we are to believe these cards, he's got a material solidity to him, right? He's a king. But then, what's that energy between the two of you? Oh, material balance? That's not bad, Creepy Girl. If we go down this road, so far so good. But what about that material result? Card number 4 drops. Yeah. Well, Creepy Girl, it's a 5 of Wands. And now that's passion that you're seeing there. You're seeing passion burbling up from the surface. You're seeing all those dumb kids struggle over their wands. And ultimately, Creepy Girl, I read this card for you as an invitation to take control of this situation. If you want something to come of it. I mean, basically, like, this will just stay like this unless somebody grabs onto the steering wheel and drives. Hi, Liz. How are you doing? Okay, Gabrielle. Look, I can't keep on listening to you talk about demons, so please stop. Karen Lopez is here. Hi, Karen Lopez. Hi, Tomato. Hi, Amanda. Oh, everybody's going through here. Who's got questions here? Yes, you can get yes, no's. You can get everything. Debbie Ball, hi. My name is Open Phones. Have I met you yet? I don't think I have. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. I'm Open Phones. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You ask a question in the chat. I answer it with a card. It's free. We broadcast here from heaven, where everything is fine. And Debbie Ball is new here, I think. And I'm saying, hi, Debbie, how are you? Can I get a card? Yes, you can get a card. Here comes your Tarot Morning Wisdom card of March 18th, 2026. Debbie, are you ready? Oh, Debbie. Oh, Debbie. Ooh, Debbie. Hi, Queen. Queen. How you doing? Debbie. 5 swords have dropped upon you. Oh my goodness, what does that mean? Well, it's going to mean a spot of work for you, Debs. We're in the realm of the intellect, obviously, with the swords. And what you see here depicted is kind of ambiguous, but I have determined that no matter how you cut it, what you're seeing there is some form of aftermath. Ooh, it didn't go so hot, did it? Oh, look at how disappointed we are, dang. And yes, of course, you can say, okay, what does that mean, Phones? I choose to view this card as an invitation to, again, because it's the 5s, lead us out of this. How do we get the bleep out of this situation? I want to get to the 6s, where I am in balance and I am experiencing a love of self. But right now, it's 5 swords, Deb. You got to push through it. Fire Dancer says it was a bust. I'm sorry to hear that, Fire Dancer. Jennifer Walker said the words pretty please, and that ended up working. Jennifer Walker, how did you know that pretty please actually made me stop everything and notice you? Thank you for dropping by. Hi, my name is Open Phones. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. We drop questions on cards. It's as simple as that. It's free. You put your questions in, I read them, and we go. How is everybody doing out there? Has everybody had an okay week so far? Are we ready for the new moon? Are we ready to renew that lunar energy again? Okay, Jennifer Walker. I'm about to drop a card on you, Queen. Are you ready for your Tarot Morning Wisdom card, Jennifer Walker? Thanks, Don Parr. Here we go, Jennifer. Your Tarot Morning Wisdom card for this March 18th, 2026 is as follows. Oh, it's a new... Oh, I love that. A Page of Swords drops on you, Jen. And you know what that means? That means something about being a newcomer in the realm of wisdom, in the realm of intellect, in the realm of the swords. Where can you find yourself? On new ground. The only thing you can say about these pages with any degree of certainty is that they don't know quite what they're doing yet. So how do you not quite know what you're doing yet, and on which road will this Page of Pentacles put you? I don't know. Let's see here. Thank you, Paige. Paige, come here, Paige. Will me and my ex reunite and get back together? Come here, Paige. I love your vibe. Thanks, Jen. Look, Paige is here. Paige is new. Hi, my name is Open Phones. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom, where we answer questions with cards. And you know what? You have a beautiful question, Paige. Will me and my ex reunite and get back together? I don't know. Let's find out. Thank you, Purple. Paige. You and this ex, huh? How long's it been? How many years? How many months? How many weeks has it been since you've reunited and gotten back together? Well, the cards are going to have something to say about this, Paige. Let's find out what they have to say. gonna be a minute, hon. It's gonna be a minute. Here's the 5 of Pentacles, and yes, it's raining 5s. Look, I don't make the rules, the deck does. Now it's time for 5s. And this 5, as we see the 3rd, I think, consecutive 5, is in the realm of the material, which means, and you know, I really love this card page when it's in this context of myself and my exes, or myself and my person, etc., where you're the one leading the person across the snowy field next to the church. You're the one getting them there. Are you going to reunite and get back together? Like the card says, if you do, it's going to be a longer road than perhaps you would like. Okay. I don't know. Wait, Rad Ideals is asking questions. Stop everything. I gotta look at Rad Ideals right now. Rad Ideals. I'm doing good, Purple. Mary Johnson Hayes wants to know when they're gonna get married. Mary? Let's see here. St. Amy's here. Good morning, St. Amy. Karen Lopez is here. Hello, Karen. Emma's here. Is Brendan thinking of pursuing me currently? Emma? Is Brendan thinking of pursuing me currently? Well, is he? I don't know. Is he always 10 to 15 feet behind you, staring? Ah. Oh. Is Brendan thinking of pursuing me currently? Oh, Emma, what do you think the answer is going to be? Brendan. The deck says, this feels like a yes to me. Look at that. Look at the way this card falls. First of all, we're in the realm of emotion. We're in the realm of the 4 cups, right? Boing. And the artwork couldn't be more sort of tuned to your question, sweet Emma. Is Brendan thinking of pursuing me currently? Well, let's just say that there's a divine emotional hand coming towards Brendan in this card, handing him a piece of divine information. Do you think it's about you? Boop. Do. Hi, Donna Hathaway. Hi, Mandaboo. Oh my God, Amanda asks, pretty please with a cherry on top. By the way, friends, if you have it in you to share this broadcast with all of your friends, apparently, like the app tells me that's an incredibly nice thing for you to do, and I would love it if you would do it. Thank you. Amanda, you offered a cherry on top, so I offer you a card. Amanda, your Tarot Morning Wisdom card of the day. We'll get to you, Karen. Amanda, your tarot. You're here. Thank you, kind sir. Oh, Amanda, it's wonderful to have you here. Thank you. It's Tarot Morning Wisdom, folks. I'm open phones. We give out cards of the day. And now we're going to give out Amanda's card of the day. Ready, Amanda? This is the card that's going to define every single aspect of your Wednesday. Get ready. Okay, phones. Jeez. Oh, Amanda. How does it feel to be so happy? Well, don't hold your breath no more, Amanda. You got the 4 of Wands right here. The 4 of Wands. It's one of the happiest cards in the deck. So if you're in your 4s, you're in your Empress, your Emperor 4s, suggesting stability, materialized stability in the realms of passion. Mwah. I hope that hits. Get over here, Husker Dan. Hi, Husker Dan. I love your username. That amuses me to no end. Will Austin eventually move back? Oh, Husker Dan. What are we going to do about this Austin situation? Oh, will Austin eventually move back? Come on, cards. Husker Dan wants to know if Austin's going to move back. Will you just give him some piece of advice about what we can do as it pertains to Austin? Well, this is a positive card. Dan, what you have here is perfectly tuned and balanced spiritual / creative / procreative energy that is in deep, deep harmony with itself. Ooh, damn. What can that mean as it pertains to you and Austin? I don't know. Thanks. Oh, wait. Harry, Homie Roach, thank you for reaching out in the chat to say that about that. Eternal Glow is here. Thank you. Let's see here. All right, Karen Lopez. I've noticed your question a couple of times. Karen Lopez is here. Are you new here? Hi, my name is Open Phones. Welcome to Terra Morning Wisdom. Oh, I sounded so smooth and suave as I said that. Okay, Karen Lopez. You've got a tough question. I'm sorry to see that you're worried like that. You say, is my current relationship over? Come on. Frustrating. Scary. Pardon me. Oh. Fire horse. Let's just see. Karen Lopez asks, is my current relationship over? The cards respond. Ooh, you are an enthroned Queen of Wands, Karen. Now, I don't know whether your current relationship's over. In fact, let's just drop you into a breadbasket really quick. That's right, it's the 4-card relationship spread, Andromeda's breadbasket. Because Karen asks, is my current relationship over? And then we see this Queen of Wands, and I was like, well, that's good. But what if that's Karen? And then you say, well, who's on the other side of this relationship if we choose to continue? And the cards say... And the cards drop a death card on your partner. Look, does that mean that you're going to be visiting a cemetery anytime soon? No. What it does mean is that this partner of yours might be going through a bit of change. There might be a bit of evolutionary change in play for this partner of yours, but let's just see what the energy created between the two of these cards is. Well, work, passionate work. A struggle for control is indicated here. What about the material result? Oh, well, look, it's spicy. Karen, the cards see so much passion inside of this relationship for you that it's hard to know exactly what to say except, thank you, except that I'm looking again. All of this is about passion, Karen. All of this is about passion. You're the passionate queen in a passionate struggle for the passionate wand with somebody who is changing. Is your relationship over? I don't know. But what do you think those cards are telling you about it? Maria Bell Monroe is here. Maria Bell Monroe. I don't love that question, Maria Bell Monroe. Stop everything. The big old alien is here. Hi, the big old alien. How are you? Hi, hon. What about my relationship? It's been tough. Will my efforts ever pay off? Let's just see. Big old alien. We got tricky relationship business up here on Terra Morning Wisdom. Here we go, big old alien. What do you think? It's been tough. What about my relationship? Will my efforts ever pay off? Oh, man. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. The cards are beckoning you towards sword removal for this. So you've heard me say it before, big ol' alien. Maybe you haven't, but you're about to hear it for the first time. If not, it is the card of anxiety. It is the card of stress of the mind. It's Nine of Swords. It's the classic Pamela Coleman Smith nightmare card. And aside from being just like an ill omen looking kind of card, which it doesn't have to be at all, it is an invitation to declutter your mind and to try to remove all of these bonus thoughts that are floating around inside of it that might be causing confusion and complication and anxiety and a lack of ability to clearly navigate where you need to go. Clear your mind, sweet big old alien. Let's see here. We've got Annie. We've got... All right, Annie, you're going bonkers here. Come here, Annie. Hi, Annie. Annie, are you here? Annie, I can't tell if you're here. Or if you're just like repeating your question endlessly on a loop. Will I win my Friday dance competition? Like the only winner to get the prize? I think I'm getting that right. So Annie, you want a prediction card. You want these cards to reach into the future and tell you what's going to happen, huh? I don't know if they do that, Queen. I don't think they do that quite like that, honey. But what I am gonna do, sweetheart, is let the cards just feedback on this situation regarding your dance competition on Friday, which I hope and pray that you win, so that I can take credit for it by saying I'm your spiritual advisor, which I will do without asking any permission whatsoever. I'm sorry about that in advance, Annie. When you see me online posting underneath your wins in the dance competition about how I'm your spiritual advisor, you'll understand why. It's because we're about to look at this card. Are you ready, Annie? Will I win my Friday dance competition? Oh, Christ. Cards, come on. Now, I really do have to walk us right back to what I just said about this deck not predicting anything, Annie. What you have been shown here is an iteration of growth in the realm of the mind, according to these cards. An invitation to grow beyond basics and to create new ideas. And yes, somehow Pamela has given us this artwork to work with. How does it hit for you, Annie? If you've got a response to that, I'll follow you up. But don't be too bummed out. Just remember, that's a seed that's bursting into the soil, creating energy. So what is the answer, bro? The answer, bro, is you need to meditate on 3 swords. There is no, fortune... I'm not fortune-telling this one, Queen. I'm not fortune-telling this one. No. How does P feel about me? Asks Hot Mess Jess. Come here, Hot Mess Jess. How does P feel about Hot Mess Jess? Let's find out. How does P feel about Hot Mess Jess? I feel great about Hot Mess Jess, because Hot Mess Jess is here right now at Tarot Morning Wisdom with open phones, and I say, Hot Mess Jess, mwah! I feel great about Jess. How about P? How does P feel about me? And then you see a Knight of Pentacles. It's almost like P wants to bring something in the material sphere to you. What do you think about that? Does that hit? How does P feel about me? Like a knight in shining armor? Maybe. Oh, honey. All right, Maria Bell Monroe. Get over here, Maria Bell Monroe. What am I going to do? Not answer your question? You're one of my favorite people that comes here. How does he feel about me? Asks Maria Bell Monroe. I pray this isn't about Donnie. All right. Maria wants to know how he feels about her. The cards can do a pretty good job of that. Let's find out. Well, Maria Bell Monroe, what do you think they're going to say? Ooh. How does he feel about me? 4 swords drop, which suggests something to me about a calmed and peaceful mind. Is this security that I'm seeing here, Maria Bell Monroe? How does he feel about me? At peace. At peace. Let's see here. Kesha Kiki Matthews. Hi, Kesha. How are you? I have no question, but can the cards tell me a bit into my future? Well, you know what? Kesha, let's find out. Kesha has a proposition for the Tarot Morning Wisdom deck. Man, I gotta be honest with you. It is 1 billion degrees in Los Angeles this week. Can you see me? I'm a little bit sweaty. The robe. I think I need to find a seasonal option for this robe because I am broiling right now. Oh, so sweaty. It's only a half an hour and I'm gonna pass out. So, Kesha Kiki Matthews, you asked the cards to reach into your future and give you a piece of advice. And I say yes to this. And I say, your Tarot Morning Wisdom card of the day is as follows. Fives today. 5 wands. So we see creative struggle. We see spiritual struggle or procreative struggle, I guess, if you want that. But at its core, what you see here is an effort inside of the realm of passion to create something. And for you, Kesha, I would say that this scrum is also an invitation to find situations like this where it seems like nobody knows what the bleep's going on and take control. Maybe it's time. Maybe you're the person to solve all of these issues yourself. Does that hit? Does that hit? Hi, Rue. You're welcome, Maria Belvin. Hi, Faith. I'm scooching through the chat. Colleen is here. Hi, Colleen. That's an interesting question you got there. You're a fixer. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Ooh, Shay's got a good question. Shay, come here. Shay has a great question for these cards. I moved, but one specific room in my new place gives me the creeps. Is there a dark entity? Ghost busting. That's a new one for this deck. Let's see how they fare. Shay says, I moved recently, but one specific room in this new place gives me the creeps. Is there an entity? Oh, weird. Shay, you got the Wheel of Fortune, you got the Spiral of Life, you got the cryptic key to the entire kingdom here in this card in terms of all of the tarotic symbolism you could possibly shake a stick at. You got the Great Spiral of Life. You've got a strange Egyptian deity rolling around there in a snake. But it's not exactly saying anything to me about a dark entity. This is like this feels to me more aimed at you than it does at your particular question. Is there any rut that you're experiencing now, sweet Shay? Hold on a second. I gotta just take the audio hit and put this fan up. I'm dying. Hopefully that's not the loudest hum you've ever heard in your life. Open Phones is gonna pass out otherwise. So, okay, let's see here. Shay, you said, okay, is there like a dark entity in my space? I don't know, but I'm curious if this card's hitting for you on a personal level, because this deck skips questions all the time. It says, no, Queen, what about your Spiral of Life situation? Okay. Shay, you say that the move was with your boyfriend and you've been going through a rough patch. Well, okay, look. When you see the Wheel of Fortune, you're invited to consider ways in which your life has become a closed circle of repetitiveness that goes nowhere, and then to consider what it would be like to break out of that circle into the spiral of life that extends infinitely behind us, in front of us, ensuring that each and every moment that we live is a new one. And not just the same garbage over and over and over and over again. Something to think about. I'm sorry the cards didn't have any interest in the ghost that you have floating around in your apartment. But they definitely had interest in you. Who here has a question for the cards? It's Tarot Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones. We're going to answer every single one of these bleeping questions, one at a time. You just ask them, hi, Kelly Bays, how are you? Hi, Daisy. Oh, poor Daisy, wondering if they're going to reach out. Colleen, come here, Colleen. Hi, Colleen, my name's Open Phones, how are you? Colleen says, should we move to Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago, somewhere else, or stay? Jeez, Colleen. How do you suppose we'll get the cards to answer something like that? Let's take a swing at it. Okay, everybody, we're going to try to solve Colleen's problem somehow. I'm actually curious to see if we can do it together as a family. Colleen has 5 different options as to where they want to move, okay? We're going to move very quickly, Colleen. Colleen, are you here? Hey, Colleen, are you here? Let's see. Good, you are here. All right, here it comes. Ready, guys? We're going to solve... Okay, but the thing is, Colleen, whatever comes out of this drop, you have to heat it, because I'm going 5 cards in for you, Queen. I'm just teasing. Colleen. Here we go. Are you ready? I'm cutting the cards. And I'm going to just do quick reads, Colleen. And we're going to go one at a time down your list, okay? Colleen's here, worried about all these different options. Where are they going to move? Where are they going to move? Where are they going to move? And I'm going to just pull a card for every single one of them. I don't care anymore. I think I finally sweated out what's left of my brain. So, Colleen, get ready. Card number 1 is Kansas City. Card number 2, St. Louis. Card number 3, Chicago. Oh. Card number 4, somewhere else. Ooh. And card number 5, stay. Well, deck says stay. Or deck says Chicago for work. Deck says St. Louis, it's going to be difficult. Kansas City's going to be a slog. Somewhere else, you're torturing yourself, be honest. And staying, happiness. I love solving problems. That's why I started doing this. Are there any more problems for us to solve with this deck? Hey, Karenita, how are you doing? You're welcome. Don't forget me. Don't forget me, Colleen. Hey, Zara. Hi, Zara. How are you doing? My name is Open Phones. Thanks, Ashley. Does Hansi love me? Does Hansi love me? Oh, Zara. Let's find out what the cards have to say about you and Hansi. You and Hansi, huh? Well, let's just see. Interesting card to drop on this, Zara. We see a newcomer in the material realm. Does Hansi love me? The cards say, well, let's not talk about love. Let's talk about the material world here. Let's talk about somebody who's on a new material path and who's thinking about that material path. Does that material path have to do with you, Zara? Or is this a commentary on where Hansi's head is at? Is Hansi's head in the material realm doing something else? I don't know. But that's the card that you got. Oh my goodness, friends. Oh, if you have it in you to share this with your other friends, I would love that. It helps, apparently. The app tells me it helps. A fiery go-getter, says Big Ol' Alien. Grounded and stable. Who are we talking about? Okay, let's see here. Good morning, Open Phones, says Adriana. Hi, Adriana. Oh, Adriana's been with the Open Phones broadcast for so long now. How many weeks? 4, Adriana? 5? Good morning. Is my mom getting back with her ex-husband? Thank you, A-Love. Is my mom getting back with her ex-husband? Oh, no. Or, oh, yes, maybe. I guess it could be oh, yes. Let's find out what the cards have to say about your mother getting back together with her ex-husband. Oh, it's a beautiful card of love. I think this has to be considered some form of a confirmation, Adriana. It's the King of Cups. It's the King of Love. Boop. Who doesn't love that? Hi, Lex. Thank you for following me, Lex. I like that. Bren, that's a great question. Hi, Bren. Hi, Bren. My name is Open Phones. How are you? Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. You've done exactly the right thing. You've asked this question. And now I have read it. And the question is as follows. How is my path on track for love and happiness? Ooh, I love it because the cards get a chance to offer it's their sage advice. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. Let's see here. How is my path on track for love and happiness? And I'll say to the cards, any tips? Bren, are you ready for your Tarot Morning Wisdom card of this March 18th, 2026? Well, it's going to be coming right up. Here we go. Ooh. I think this is a beautiful card for you, Bren, because what it's recommending that you do, because you are so beautiful and so strong and so magnetic that you are a queen, obviously, that your love and your happiness can be counted upon to walk towards you. And if anything, the card here in this Queen of Swords is suggesting that you use your discernment. That's the sword of discernment. You watch things come to you and you say, oh, I like that one, and I do not like that one. And that is a Queen of Swords. I hope that hits for you, Bren. Good morning / afternoon, Tracy Woods. How are you? Charity Channel says, y'all send him some love. He's doing a great job. His energy side. So you talking about me? Hello, her Halo Charity Channel. Thank you. Hey, love, you're... Oh my God, that's awesome. Whoa, what's abortion clinic? That's a fun username you've got there, abortion clinic. Lex 2. Will I find financial support if I step away from my family and be independent at this time? Ooh, that's a very, very intense question. Let's get into it. Thank you, friend. Lex 2. Strategy session with Lex 2, everybody. Come on, gather around. All right, join hands. All right, join feet. Now, will Lex 2 find financial support if they step away from their family and they be independent at this time? That's a big leap. You should do it, Lex. Come on, what would you do, Lex, if you were the main character in your own movie and you wanted to be, heroic? Huh? What if Marty Supreme was a 15-minute long movie about a guy who just went, yeah, fine, I'll work at a shoe store for the rest of my life? You ever think of that? Lex 2 says, will I find financial support if I step away from my family and be independent? And the deck says, oh, well, this is saying something a little bit wider and broader than financial support. It says that you will be following a divine path. Lex 2. Okay, like if you are in your Hierophant, you're stepping foot onto the divine path. Right, not Julian's mom? Am I on the right path, like, especially in this relationship? I don't know, Lex, but this card says something to me about, advancement. Advancement. You're moving upward toward, ultimately, the self-love sixes. Hi, Scooter S. How are you? A-Love, get over here. A-Love, your stalwart support, A-Love, is something that I always notice and appreciate. Thank you. Is Eric legit? I'm still trying to figure him out. Good question, A-Love. Good question. Is Eric legit? Hard to know sometimes, right? We'll just find out what the cards have to say. Eric. Pleased, oh sweet deck. Can you help us shed a tiny bit of light on legitimacy as it pertains to Eric? Ooh. Oh my God, dude. According to this star card, Eric is legitimate. According to this star card, there's a deep, deep, deep authenticity in play. remember, this star card is invulnerable. This star card is invulnerable because it requires no armor, because it's so firmly ensconced within itself that it's become totally powerful. So I think, if nothing else, that card suggests an absence of deceit. All right. Right, Woney? Right, Woney? Kira, get over here, Kira, /Woney. Come here, Kira. Thank you, Kira. Kira, you're a great friend to this broadcast. Thank you, A-Love. And I appreciate you, and I'm glad they answered this question. Does Gabriel look down on me? Ooh, bleeping Gabriel. How dare he? I don't like to hear about Kira being looked down upon by anybody, let alone Gabriel. Well, let's just see what the cards have to say. Kira asks, does Gabriel look down on me? Phone says, wow. Kira, you've been given a very loud and broad image in this world card. This is a okay, for the uninitiated, what are we even looking at here? We're looking at the world, at card number 21 in the Major Arcana. This is the deck's depiction of Paradise Self. All right. If you choose to view the Major Arcana as a spiritual ladder to the stars. Yay, you made it. Does Gabriel look down on me? No. Gabriel has centered you in his entire world, okay? Would be one way into this, but that means that's a very strident thing for me to say. But that's kind of how I want to read it. Like, does Gabriel look down on me? Okay, here's an alternative read. Does Gabriel look down on me? Gabriel's obsessed with himself. Does that hit? Because you could see this card being some kind of a self-obsession where instead of this being the actual world, the world is them. And you see how insulated they are. This is starting to actually gain on me a little bit there, Woney. You know? Like, is this Gabriel having created a perfect ring of energy around themselves where they get to be the center of every single thing? Oh, the whole world is just moving so gracefully around my every whim and desire. If that's the case, Kira, you might want to step away from young Gabriel. Give Gabriel the opportunity to have a bit of an attitude adjustment down the road a piece. What do you think? Hi, everybody. It's Tara, Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones. We're asking questions of the cards. I'm looking into the chat. Let's see here. Hi, Postachio. It is going to be a great day. Postachio, I love your username so much. Let's see here. Oh, Miss Vicky Wonder Years. Are you here, Miss Vicky Wonder Years? Sweet Miss Vicky Wonder Years, did you stay with us? Can you please bump on the screen just so I can see if you're here, please? Please. Otherwise, I won't know you're here and I won't be able to answer your question. All right, there it is. Miss Vicky Wonder Years says, am I being too hard and not forgiving and in my feelings after everything? Okay, so I get it. Miss Vicky, you're saying, man, I am still mad. I am not forgiving. And now I'm asking you, a stranger on the internet. But as far as strangers on the internet go, you could do worse. Am I being too hard on everybody? Should I just forgive everybody like Jesus? I don't know. Let's find out what the cards have to say. Ready, set, go. Am I not? Okay, so Miss Vicky asks, am I being too hard on everybody? Should I be forgiving? You know what? This is a beautiful card to fall. This, to me, Miss Vicky says a little bit of yes to that question, because you got the 6 swords here. And it opens up an interesting discussion about what it means to forgive. Because if you're forgiving, then you are releasing. Is that not true? And if you are releasing, then you are protecting on a certain level, and that's what these 6 swords can be here to talk about. It's like when I get this card in a reading, here's Miss Vicky, here's what I would say. I say, oh, the card wants me to reach for my most warm and loving place within myself for myself, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, how can I, when I look at myself with the most affection, love, and protection, and then exert my will, my brain, to try to keep that emotional damage that perhaps in days past was so easily accessing all of my softest places, keep that away. Protect myself in this moment, and in a quest for emotional peace. And honest to God, I think that's what forgiveness can achieve, rather than axe grinding. Miss Vicky Wonder Years, do we all know what it's like to grind axes for months and years on end? Grind, grind, grind. Forgiveness lets you release all that crap. One hopes. Miss Vicky, does that hit? I hope that's useful to you, Miss Vicky. Oh, ooh. Hey, Kelly Card. Savannah, Hello, my name is Open Fuzz. Welcome to the broadcast. This is Tarot Morning Wisdom. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. In the morning. Does this girl named Alyssa have feelings for me? Let's find out. Savannah asks, does this girl named Alyssa have feelings for me? Just let me know. That's what we do here. We definitively answer whether girls named Alyssa have feelings for you. And by we, I mean these guys. Way more than I mean me. Here we go. Savannah asks, does this girl named Alyssa have feelings for me? Come on, just tell me now so I can know. Okay, fine, jeez. Ha! Yes. In a word, yes. What you see here, Alyssa, is somebody sitting upon the Queen of Passion and Fire. Can you feel it? Can you feel her fiery gaze upon you, sweet Savannah? Ooh. Ugh. Fire feeling, that's right, Pistachio. Ooh, Kelly Bays is here. Come here, Kelly Bays. Oh, Kelly Bays, this is a beautiful romance question. Let's see what Kelly Bays' romance world is like as it pertains to Jay. Cards. Kelly Bays asks, does Jay love me? I can take it. I can take it. Either way is fine. Does Jay love me? I just need to know. Hermit energy drops directly into this, and we're talking about divine hermit energy, Kelly. If I'm reading this and I'm you, and I'm thinking about a person named Jay and asking if they love me, and I catch the hermit card, my mind wants to go one of two different directions. Either it wants to make them into the hermit, where they're like kind of in an active quest for wisdom outside of them, outside of even civilization, if you want, like to be a hermit is to be secluded. Either that or the cards are showing you being the secluded one in this situation. I cannot decide, Kelly Bay. I can't decide, but you tell me if there's something you can add to this that would help me decide. Layla asks, should I move to New York this summer? What do we think, people? Should Layla move to New York this summer? Has anybody lived in New York? I have. That's right. I wasn't always trapped in this strange, cloudy zone of tarot. No. I used to wander the earth. That's right. And when I did, I lived in New York City. For many, many moons. And it was wonderful. And now Layla's here asking the same question I asked so many years ago. Should I move to New York this summer? Huh. Layla, hi. Are you here, Layla? Let me see if you're here. Sweet Layla. You got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. So, what I'm thinking about, your question is, should I move to New York this summer? And the cards are saying something to you directly, okay? Are you ready? 8 swords drops, and the cards are saying, hey, Layla, will you please scan yourself for ways that you are trapping yourself in any mental cages? Please, please, please. Are you trapping yourself in any mental cages, Layla? Are there any watery beaches that you need to let yourself free from in this equation? Now, open phones can't know the specifics, obviously. Like, should I move to New York this summer? Maybe yes, because it'll be you walking away from this watery beach of swords that you don't need to be next to. That'd be the way I'd read it. But I'm also just asking, not that you even have to answer, but if you scan yourself for ways that you might be self-imprisoning in this moment, this card... Oh, you live on a beach? Well, hello. Maybe this is the card saying, walk away from that beach, queen. What do you think? I like that as a symbol. I like that as a symbolic way into it, for what that's worth. Oh, let's take a drink of coffee. It's been an hour almost. 8:02. Oh, no, thank you, Layla. Hi, Virgo Moon. I need to make this hotter. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back, friends. I'll be right back. Let's just loosen it up. It's called a heater. It's called a heater. Huh. Welcome, in case I haven't said it recently, to Tarot Morning Wisdom. My name is Open Phones. If you can find it in yourselves to share this broadcast with your friends, I've been told that's a wonderful thing for me. I will also say, for the billionth time, that if anybody here is interested in contacting me for a private read, I would like nothing more than to create that relationship with you. Please do not hesitate to reach out in the DMs. We will do a private read. We will go 13 cards deep. We can do it on Zoom. You get to see me in my people clothes, and if you ask nicely, I'll even tell you my real name. All right, don't tell anybody afterwards, though, okay? There, that's my spiel. Postachio, you most certainly can get a Wednesday card. That's exactly what we're here to do. Thank you, Alley Cat. Postachio's Wednesday card is coming right up, and it goes a little something like this. And I would remind everybody that when you have a general card, you could argue, if you want to, that the card is for everybody as much as it is for the person requesting it. But in this case, we're going straight at Postachio here, and we're saying, Postachio, your Wednesday Tarot Morning Wisdom for this March 18th, 2026 is as follows. Hierophant Energy again drops, Postachio. Now, somehow I'm called to think about this card, like it just popped into my head, Postachio, to think about this card in terms of each of the 4 elements at once. You know what I mean? So if this is a card of excelling past basics and reaching towards the divine, whatever that ends up meaning for you, then that's something that happens in each of the 4 elements: the material, the emotional, the passionate, and the intellectual, all at once. There's a suggestion inside of this card always available around the gathering of wisdom, the teacher versus the learner. And beyond that, you should just always know that the striving that is insisted upon inside of this card is going towards that beautiful and passionate and balanced lover's card at number 6. So, how's that hit for you? Karenita, you abso-bleepin' can. How are you doing, Queen? I miss you because I haven't been going on Twitch, where we could actually hang out for longer stretches of time. I'll go back to Twitch eventually. I mean, look, I started this on Twitch, but not on camera, guys. It was a completely different thing. It is a completely different thing. It's not dead. But I was like a ghost in the machine. And now I'm revealed. Anyway, Karenita knows all about it. And now I give Karenita a card. Pistachio's getting married in 2 weeks. Wow, congratulations, Pistachio. That's exciting. Karenita, your card of the day is as follows. Oh. Boom! You're dropped into the realm of the wands, into the realm of fire and passion, and you are put inside of your planning stages. Where shall I take us now? Where would I like to go? Where do I envision myself when I stare into my globe of possibility? And I would say this one extra bonus thing around this Two of Wands, which is that it's something that came forward to me when I was out at a tarot conference here in Hollywood in January, and like a different reader came forward with this, and this is the first thing they said about this card was, oh, the Two of Wands, just don't stay there for a long time. You'll burn to death. This is a planning stage that needs to be giving birth soon. Okay, if you just linger here in the maybe I should, maybe what if you're gonna burn to a crisp. Okay, these wands are hot. They require movement. Does that hit? 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 Angela is here. Firenza is here. Firenza. Sweet Firenza, hi, my name is Open Phones. How are you doing? Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, where we just throw questions and cards. No. We throw cards and questions. And right now, I see your question, Firenza. Will I find love again? Oh, Firenza, my heart goes out to you in this moment where you find yourself asking that. I just want to point one thing out to you as I shuffle, Firenza. Is that it's your swords asking that question. Like, it's your pesky brain doing that one. Will I find love again? Of course you'll find love again. But your swords are going to make you answer that 1 billion times over in the meantime. And so maybe these cards can find a way to help chill that out and nudge you towards a certain sense of faith in your ability to deserve and find love again. Of course, you deserve maximum love. Let's find out what the cards have to say. Firenza says, will I find love again? Cards say, Queen! Reach for your inner strength. Yes, you'll find love again. Now, this is a fantastic card to drop here because you see a goddess in her absolute power. For starters, and in this deck, that's keyed to the number 8. Leo number, if that matters to you. The fiery Leo is here. And you see a lion being gently tamed, Firenza, which can suggest something about, there's a sub-level of this card, if you want it, about taming some form of animalism inside of yourself or others. Is there some beast within that you need to calm with your soothing hand? I don't know. But the cards say strength. Yandy, you've got a very similar. Oh, Karen, you have a fantastic day. Thank you for coming by. Yandy Nampando. Hi, Yandy Nampando. How you doing? My name's Open Phones. It's nice to meet you. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. You completely understand the concept because you've asked a question in the chat. Now, Yandy, you say, will I find a true relationship this year? And I say, Yandy, I'm going to ask that question of the cards, but I'm going to change it ever so slightly, and I'm going to say, how might I best, tune my spiritual engine to find a true, underlining the word true, relationship this year? Let's find out. How can I find a true relationship to you? How best can I organize myself interior? Sorry, my mouth. Get more coffee. How can I organize all of this in here to best attract a true relationship this year? Well, first of all, Yandy, all of my equivocating to the side, you could take this card as a direct answer to your question. So I'm going to allow that right now. Are you ready? Yes. The Queen of Love has dropped. So if we will I find a true relationship this year? Oh, yes, Queen, you will. But beyond that, I would recommend everybody consider this also as an invitation to open your heart above all things. And now think about these queens this way. Now we all know there are four suits in the tarot. There are thus 4 sets of court cards, meaning 4 queens, kings, pages, and knights. And if you think about each of those 4 court cards as just one queen with 4 different aspects, then this is favoring open-heartedness over passion, over intellect, thank you, and over materiality. Open your heart to go find that true relationship this year. You got it? What's up, Crash? How you doing, Crash? How you doing? Are you having a grand morning, sweet Crash Gordon? You got it? Yandy, I'm glad to hear that. Carolina, a.k.a. Lucy, can I get a card, please? Yes, you can. Lucy, are you ready for your Tarot Morning Wisdom card? Annie, I already told you, 3 of Swords. Google it, Queen. Are these collective? No, you ask a question, Mo, and I answer it. So in this case, I'm going to answer Lucy's. You might as well treat them collectively. I mean, that's what I would do if I were you. Lucy just says, can I get a card, please? And I say, absolutely. Are you ready for your card, sweet Lucy, a.k.a. Carolina? Your Tarot Morning Wisdom card for this March 18th, 2026 is as follows. Ooh, Lucy. Big, loud Ace of Pentacles drops here. Now, I think that, well, first of all, what is this card? As an ace, it is there to be the loudest and most powerful expression of one of the suits of the tarot. It's the suit of materiality, the suit of health, the suit of nature, the suit of money, the suit of everything that we need in the real world to survive. And at the exclusion of the emotions, the passions, the thoughts. And so when I dropped this card on you, Lucy, I see the deck yelling something to you about concentrating on your actual real material world on some level, okay? Do it, Maybe, or maybe there's some new revelation of a new material situation inside of this card for you with that divine hand holding on to something. Love a card. Can I get a, hold on. Oh yeah, baby. Does that hit? Mo, get over here, Mo. Mo, hi, my name's Open Phones. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom. And I'm just here to drop cards on people all morning long. You got a question, you ask it. You don't got a question, you just say, give me a card. That's it. Unfortunately, though, I am charging $75,000 per card now. So we're just going to sit here and listen to me say that over and over again for about 2 hours. Is that cool? Just kidding, it's free. Here we go, Mo. Ready, Mo? It's free, but I'll say this. Why am I doing this? Because I want to develop relationships with you all outside of all of this, where we can go a little bit further and deeper with more cards. 13 cards, Solomon spreads away. I want to do private reads. So if that's interesting to you, please reach out to me and we will work something out. Please? Huh? Huh? Right, Mo? Mo, I do feel up to it right now. Sweet Mo. Your Tarot Morning Wisdom card of the day for this Wednesday, March 18th. I love you already, son. Is as follows. Ooh, totality, Mo. 3 of Swords. It was a 3 of Swords, bro. Your dance competition literally, hold on, I gotta answer this person in the chat that was relentlessly not shutting up. I don't want to block you, but I'm close. You got the Three of Swords on your dance competition, okay? Now quit asking. Okay, now, Mo. 10 pentacles have dropped, and I love you anyway, dance competition person, it's fine. Mo, sorry. 10 pentacles drops, and you see right here a family, first and foremost. You see the multi-generational family depicted in the artwork. And sometimes, Mo, maybe because I'm old, when I get this card, I see myself as the elder, or I see a suggestion within the array of options that this card presents, to see myself as that elder, or to step into that position as the elder to lead the family in whatever abstract way that means. But if we move away from details entirely and just say that this is a card of deep, deep, deep family connection, that does track. Also, a deep esoteric connection can be seen inside of the depiction of the Tree of Life that those pentacles is there showing us, which is, of course, the perfectly balanced map of the universe. Ooh. I wonder how that hits for you, Mo. There's a lot of different ways that this card could zig or zag. You have 2 games this weekend. Crash Gordon's here. Crash Gordon, by the way, has received a private reading from Open Funds. We had a wonderful time a few weeks ago. Ask them if it's worth it. Crash Gordon says, I have 2 games this weekend. Will my headspace be good for it? I'll say, Crash, yeah, let's just do that. I'll also say, I'm going to gently crack the door open to there being an additional word inside of that question. How will my headspace be good for it? Let's just see what's up. How can we tune Crash Gordon's headspace to womp maximum roller derby ass this weekend? That's right, we've got a roller derby queen here. Salute. Just how we roll here at Terra Morning Wisdom. I'm thinking about hiring Crash's team as armed guards if I ever tour. So, okay, here we go. Crash says, got 2 games this weekend. Talk to me about my headspace. Oh, well, please. I'm just going to leave your question right where it was. Will my headspace be good for it? Yeah, it will. According to 4 Wands, it's going to be in perfect, passionate harmony. As you materialize that which you desire via inspiration. Boop. I think that's exciting. Thank you, Mo. Mo says share his live. Yeah, anybody wants to share my live, I will be eternally grateful. Apparently the app takes that very seriously. I'm excited too, Crash. I'll also say this. What am I also going to also say? I'm going to say it's Terra Morning Wisdom. Blip, 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 blip. Ask your questions, and I will answer them. Thank you for a donut. Sun shared the live. Thank you. Sweet Lady Sleaze is here. Oh, I love your name so much. Hi, Faith. Hi, Faith. Luann is here. Okay, let's take a look at that, Luann. Hi, Luann. My name is... I cannot believe I almost used my real name again. Open Phones, and this is Terra Morning Wisdom. You're thinking of moving your business to a shared space. Should I? Let's just get a quick energy read on that. Luann's up here talking business. Thinking about moving her business to a shared space. What say you, cards? Come on, this is just a simple... We're just letting the cards speak. I'm not going to get too heavy. Not going to get too heavy. Thinking about moving Luann's business to a shared space. What do you say, deck? Oh, well, the deck is warning you, is my opinion. Luann, I would say that this 5 of Wands suggests creative conflict, obviously. Like, or a creative kerfuffle. I mean, I don't know. It's like these people aren't fighting to the death, but they aren't exactly... They don't exactly have their bleep together either. So... I would read this if I were you as the deck suggesting that sure, do it, but just be ready for a little extra work in the realm of that. Now I have a cryptic invite from Rather Gujar to stop what I'm doing now and co-host their show. Thanks, Rothar. I really appreciate it. It was a really well-timed offer also. Will Bobby pursue me romantically in April? Asks Son! the exclamation points hit for me, son. Come here, son. Come here, son. Let's ask this one. Thank you. Makes sense. I feel like I am mentally to stay on my own. Okay. Luann, I'm glad that it can be of some form of help. And thank you for coming by and saying hi. And don't forget open phones, please. Look, I know there's billions and billions of old men in bathrobes against sky blue backgrounds giving away tarot readings for free on the internet. You've got nothing but choices. It's like Oreo flavors. Which weird old man am I going to look at next? The fact that you're here means the world to me, Luann. It means you've chosen this old man, and I'm appreciative of that. Right, son? Will Bobby pursue me romantically in April this year? I don't know. April. It's almost here. It's almost here. Will Bobby pursue me romantically in April this year? Ooh, interesting. This feels like a yes to me. Because wait, why does it feel like a yes to you, phones? Because here you see for argument's sake, you see son there sitting under a tree, staring at 3 cups going like, these 3 cups are great, but something's missing. And then what do you see but a cup of love held by a divine hand that hasn't arrived yet because we are not in April. We're still solidly in March. And it's coming to you right now. It's on the horizon. Boom! That to me feels 100% encouraging. What's this, Crash? We have to celebrate your birthday. Thank you, Crash. When's your birthday, Crash? Did you tell me? I don't remember. The 29th. Oh my God! It is really around. Oh my God. Crash. Should we start doing birthday reads? We should probably do that. If people have their... Okay, look, like, we're going to be like a... Well, I guess we're going to be like elementary school. If you bring your birthday, we'll do a special birthday read. Okay? Right, Vertigo? Oh, Faith. That's an interesting question. Oh, Yayo. Hi, Yayo. Yayo, are you still struggling with Caitlin? I'm sorry. Sweet Yayo. The Yayo and Caitlin saga is really starting to gain traction here in Tarot Morning Wisdom as well. I don't know if you've noticed. I mean, just so you know, I go through each and every one of these feeds afterwards. So I can keep track of things like this, right, Yayo? Is Caitlin thinking about reaching out to me? All right, Yayo. You and Caitlin. Well, are they? Damn, this card won't go away. It's the Hierophant. Is Caitlin thinking about reaching out to me? This feels like a yes, because what's the Hierophant doing? Is the Hierophant sitting around? No, they're reaching out, by definition. But something about this makes me wonder if Caitlin then is not reaching out to you because they feel like they've got something to teach you. Does that hit? Or am I just making stuff up? You cussed her out. Aww. You cussed her out. Jesus loves you too, SATX.Patrick. Thank you for bringing that in. She's doing both. Look, I mean, this is a card of effort on the way towards love, Yayo. There's a road suggested inside of this card. Leads somewhere good, but the road itself may not be that easy. That's all I'm saying. Nothing good is, by the way. Nothing valuable is all that easy. You got that? Is that an old person enough thing to say? Oh man, when I think about it, it's like, damn, that was an old person thing to say. Nothing good comes easy. Right? WGS, yada, yada, yada. Who here has a question for the cards? And I want to issue a correction because I noticed something. What, Faith? Faith, don't frown. Wait, Faith, give me a minute. Hold on, Faith. This helps me look, Faith. Thanks, Jordan. You bought an Apple Watch and you're getting a cheeseburger tattooed on your armpit? Jesus Christ, that's a victory. Faith, come here. Does John talk to others about his feelings toward me? Faith. Does John talk to others about his feelings for me? Ooh, Faith. What do you think? Faith asks, is John talking about his feelings for me with other people? And the cards say, interesting. Well, the Magician card is dropped on this, and I think that's an interesting... what up, Joanne Lawson? How you doing? Happy morning. Does John talk to others about his feelings for me? For starters, I would say... if we want this card to, if we hold this card at gunpoint to your question and say, answer it, then the answer would be yes. Okay, because like this Magician is in its active, is one of the most active cards in the deck. It's like it's a card of doing stuff. And you say, yeah, sure. But there's something about that makes me feel a little bit like hesitant. Like maybe there might be something more interesting that the cards are gesturing towards inside of this Magician. Is there some way that this John person can be said to embody a first rung of a ladder towards something important or good? Is this John person so powerful that they have all 4 elements on the table in front of them? I have so many questions, and these are the kind of questions that you get into when you do the private reads, when we go 13 cards in. He's hesitant about stuff, you thinks. Let me think about this for a second, Sweet Faith. Because you were so patient. You were very, very, very patient. Hold on. Did I not like your question? Of course I liked your question. Hold your horses, everybody. I just need to go find the bleeping question. Does John talk to others about his feelings towards me because he's hesitant, huh? He's hesitant about stuff, so he's talking... But what if we just do this, Faith? What if we drop you into the breadbasket? And this is you. I'm going to just do it really fast for my own edification. This is the 4-card Open Phones proprietary relationship spread. It's the Andromeda's breadbasket. And I want to just do it. Look, I get to do stuff too up here. Because I'm thinking about you and John, Faith. And this card is not hitting for me the way that I want it to hit. So I'm saying, what if you're the Magician, Faith? What if you're the powerful inception point here? And then what's John? No, because then John is a Knight of Cups with an open heart on a quest. That's interesting to me. That feels a little bit more like we're talking about something. And then we think about what card number 3 is going to be. It's the energy created between the two of you. Oh, come on! An open-hearted Queen of Love between you and John. That's pretty good. And then what's this 4th card of material result? Endless possibility. Endless possibility. Now, okay, look. I can hear other tarot readers on the line here going, oh, is that what that means? I know. I'm taking the Fool card, and I'm choosing to key it in a very positive light where you have permission to explore the entire world together. And don't think for a minute that I have forgotten that also has a hermetically required balancing point on the other side of the poles that says, oh my God, there's no rules. There's no structure. It's too free. I offer both to you. Oh my God. Have I lost the entire audience here? We went from 20 to 12. What did I do? Let's see here. Hold on. Well, I should answer. Do you think we will ever meet? Oh, okay. Well, you were giving me details. Mrs. Alex Jane. Oh, come here, Mrs. Alex Danger. That's an interesting question. Are you here, Mrs. Alex Danger? Virgo Moon's still here. Thank you, Virgo. Sorry, I didn't mean to suggest that everybody had left. I just saw the numbers take a dump. Mrs. Alex Danger, are you still here? I think you might be. I like this question, so I'm going to answer it. I'd like to know if Jesus sent me that shooting star last night or if it was a coincidence. Well, Mrs. Alex Danger, as your spiritual attorney, I would like to advise you to take it Take it. Open your heart to it. Why wouldn't you want to receive that as a gift, as opposed to a coincidence? Take it. Because, have you noticed a lack of referees around? We get to decide what is important, spiritually speaking, and what is not. There's no umpires. There's no umpires. We get to do it. And as powerful human beings with the one tool in our toolbox that no other creature on earth has, our imaginations, we are meant to use those imaginations in whatever way we can find to connect us most and most effectively to divinity, in whatever form you'd like that to take. So, you say, did Jesus send me that shooting star, or was it a coincidence? And I say, come on now, Mrs. Alex Danger, you are choosing to walk away from magic if you choose the latter of those things. But I'm going to ask you a question of the cards. It'd be funny if it's like, yeah, devil. No, it's not Jesus. Okay, fine. Look, I'll stand corrected. Mrs. Alex Danger says, was it Jesus that sent that shooting star as a sign, or was it a coincidence? 6 wands. So, the concept of love in the realm of spirit. Boop. Hi, Merle Guns. Hi, Allure Sendai. Hi, Sweet Lady Sleaze. Yes, no umpires. It's the time of monsters. Thank you, Sweet Lady Sleaze. Ugh. Sweet Lady Sleaze gets it. Should you stay, Faith? Oh, Faith. The cards weren't exactly... Look, you got the Fool. That means that you've got permission. That means that I think you're being kind of recommended to reckon with the fact that, like, there's a lot of structural lack in this potentially that could either give you agency or make you feel disempowered. Which is it? Let's see here. Mallory is here. Oh, let's see here. Mr. Agaro. I forgot a lot, bud. What does that mean, King? Alright, I'm just asking. Who here has a question for the cards? Well, my hair is doing interesting shit. Mackenzie, you got 2 free cards today and they're the exact same? That's amazing. I guess the deck is seeing you. Merle Guns, you are joined. Allure Sendai, welcome to Terra Morning Wisdom. How are you? What direction should I take it with this relationship? Let's see what the cards have to say. Right, Merle Guns? What direction should I take it with this relationship, asks Allure Sendai. Boom! Take it to the place of spirit would be the first thing out of my mouth. You see a magician here, which, I mean, this is one of the most powerful cards in the deck. Obviously, it kicks off the major arcana, so it basically is like resting your foot upon the first rung of the ladder to paradise. It's when the lights are turned on in your spiritual universe, and you actually see the tools before you. You understand your own power for the very first time. Boom! As above, so below, Allure Sendai. How do you take it in a magical direction? That's my question to you. Hey, Disaster Piece Theater is here. How you doing, Disaster? Okay, Mackenzie. I'll get you... Okay, wait. Virgo Moon, I want to do you right now. Virgo's been hanging out. Come here, Virgo. Will Christy ever reach out to me? He's the ex I really wonder about. LOL. LOL. Is Christy ever going to reach out to me? What about me and Christy? I'm just going to gently saw a couple of edges off that question, Virgo, and say, what about me and Christy? Speaking of exes, what about me and Christy? We thinking about exes these days, Virgo Moon? We're letting our imagination take a nostalgic trip down memory lane, Virgo Moon. Will Christy ever reach out to me? Well, this feels pretty good, Virgo Moon. That feels pretty good. 8 wands always feels pretty good. You got the perfect amount of wands. Fiery, passionate, inspired. Yes, sexual if you want them. And you got them all right here in perfect harmony. That feels pretty solid to me. Virgo moon. Yeah. Wait. In my nightmare. Oh, it definitely was that? Well, okay. I mean, I have yet to get a Eight of Wands and experience it as a negative. I just got to be honest. I find that card to be incredibly positive, and I hope that you do too. Who here has a question for the cards? At 8:36 on this Wednesday. As I go through here, Mackenzie, you wanted to have another card dropped. You've had so many cards already today, Mackenzie, but not an open phones card. So let's just do this here. Mackenzie wants a card of the day for her. There, Wednesday, Mercury Day, March 18th, 2026. And Mackenzie, are you ready? Here we go. Whoa. Oh, Mackenzie, was it this card? Mackenzie, was it this card? Oh my gosh, well, it's the devil. Boogity boogity. Don't be frightened, Mackenzie. Okay, well, you got the devil. I gave you the devil, sorry. / you're welcome. It's the inversion of the Lovers card in certain ways. But I'll just leave it right here, Mackenzie, as an invitation to set yourself free from whatever material constraints might be floating around inside of your existence. Remember that when you see a black background in Pamela Coleman Smith's deck, she's telling you something about the godless universe. What does that mean? It means the universe or the world as experienced by someone who does not have an awareness of divine energy. And therefore, when they look at the world, all they see is what they see. And thus, they feel like the world is a dark place. Which is a trap. And which is an optional trap. Those chains around those people's necks come right off. All they've got to do is reach up over and lift them over their heads, and they are free from that devil. I'm not saying it's the easiest bleeping thing in the world, always, to set yourself free from a devil, but it is, I'm so sorry, a necessity. Oh, Mackenzie, I hope that hits. You've been awfully quiet over there, Mackenzie. Who here has a question for the cards at 8:39 in the morning? Here in the world's most glamorous place, Hollywood. They are 100% related. Well, okay. Allure Sendai. Well, no, Allure Sendai. It means that you've been presented with something to meditate upon. Look, Allure Sendai. Do you want me to do, am I breaking up? I mean, I don't know. It's like you're asking for yes and no questions. Sometimes the deck has other things in mind. Do you know what I mean? Like, to clarify the Magician card, you've been given, like, a sense of, like, there's an empowerment inside of that card that I think, like, is getting pointed at. Right, Sabrina? BXO? Hi. Who here has a question for the cards? It's an hour and 40 minutes into this broadcast. There we go. Not Julian Mom jumps in. Thank goodness. That's right. An actual friend of Open Phones is in the chat. Patty Sue! Look, I'm not saying you all aren't my close personal friends, but in the material world, you aren't. But not Julian's mom is. So, here we go. I'm seeking inspiration. Send some wisdom, please, and thank you. Are you ready? Your Tarot Morning Wisdom card for this March 18th, 2026 is as follows. Oh, Mother Earth! Mother Earth drops And we see the nurturing power of nature and health in its powerful queenship. Its receptive mode in full effect. We got I just, if you say the words Mother Earth and you see the Queen of Pentacles, you're on the right track right out the gate, because you're just like, oh, I feel healthy, I feel connected, I feel grounded in the real world, and empowered and golden in that empowerment. That I hope is inspirational to you on this Wednesday morning. Right, Patty Sue? Let's see here, Disaster Piece Theater. Thanks, Allure. Allure, yes. Wait, okay, Disaster Piece, I'm doing you, but I'm going to do Allure real fast. Allure, can you just... I hear you, Allure. I hear you. I hear you. My hair hears you, too. One card for guidance. I appreciate you, too. Wow. This is a look. I don't know if I feel good about this look. Ugh. All right, Allure Sendai. One card for guidance. The Magician card didn't quite clarify, did it? One card for guidance. Look at that, Allure Sendai. You got the best guidance card there is in this deck, frankly, in my opinion. The Temperance Angel. What does that mean? Well, this card for guidance means that you are instructed to equilibrate your internal world with your external world, okay? What does that mean? It means you've got to attempt to balance out not just your mind and your inner world, but your body as well. Health is inside of the Angel of Temperance. And well-being. And the ability to infinitely maintain that well-being regardless of external outcome, of external factors. And of course, at its very, very most basic and esoteric, within this card is the suggestion of being able to turn garbage into gold, alchemically speaking. How can you transmute garbage into gold? That could be a message of this card, Allure Sendai. Disaster Piece Theater says, I'll take a card. Just help me find a general focus for the day. I have so much to choose from. It sounds like you have a Seven of Cups situation, Disaster Piece Theater. Which will it be? Which will it be? It's Tarot Morning Wisdom, friends. You ask questions, I answer them. It's getting to be 2 hours in, and you know that's usually when Open Phones has to pivot to boring adult land. We'll see how it goes today. Disaster Piece Theater says, I just need a little bit of help finding general focus for the day. Lay it on me. Ooh, this card comes back. Family, family, family. And we see 10 Pentacles. And within 10 Pentacles is the concept of... Well, I mean, I already said it earlier today. We got the Pamela Coleman Smith depicting a full ancestrally arrayed family, oldest to youngest inside of there. And within that suggestion, like the invitation to connect to that aspect of yourself. How do I connect to family in my most deep and meaningful and sustaining way? Or is this just a symbol of family that you are going to take inside and you're going to know exactly what it's talking about and say, oh, bleeping that. Or you can consider it as a pentacle card where you have the most of something in the material sphere. All 10 of them, 10 out of 10, you know? And there could be an overage suggested inside of that, potentially. Or also, finally, it could be that a verbal 10 where it's closing a loop. Closing a cycle. Huh? Is that it? Hey, Disaster Piece Theater, you said you had so much to choose from, and I just gave you even more. Congratulations. Family is a good one. Excellent. I was hoping that would be about where that would hit. I was hoping. Hi, Yeri. How are you doing? Oh, my goodness. Sabrina's here. Debbie, his boss, is here. Yeri is here. Sister Bird is here. Thank you, Patty Sue. Patty Sue, do you want a card? Patty Sue. Sweet Patty Sue, where are you? I'm looking in the chat for you. Pull a card for yourself. I will, Patty Sue, I promise. Okay, Patty Sue, look, when I see somebody with the open name, with the word open next to their name, it tells me that they've joined the fan club, my fan club, and that means that I have no choice but to stop everything in its tracks and look at them first. And Patty Sue, well, Christ, Patty Sue and I go all the way back to January of this year. You're the best. Queen, you're the best. Stick with me all the way from January to March? You think I don't notice something like that? Hits me right here, Patty Sue. It hits me right here. All of that said, your Tarot Morning Wisdom card for today, March 18th, which I will always have to look and check, 2026, is as follows. How does this card keep coming up? It's the Ten of Pentacles again. That's so bonkers. Okay, so fine, Patty Sue. You too have been given the concept of family to consider. Are you the old guy in there in the foreground? Are you the elder? Are you the middle person in the family? Are you the little tyke? Are you the dog? No. Family card. Ba-boom. And universal balance. Ba-boom. But we're in deep, deep connection to both of those things. So, thank you, Crash. So then, what say you, Patty Sue? What say you, Patty? I like the way that rolls off the tongue. Oh, Crash Gordon, you're so cool. Who's more cool than Crash Gordon? I can't think of anybody, frankly. Right, Sabrina? Right, Beanie? Right, Debbie is boss. Debbie is boss, did you have a question? Sister Bird is here. Are you still here, Sister Bird? Let's see here. Kesha's here, or is Kesha still here? Mello is here. Is Mello still here? Sweet Lady Sleaze. Oh, Sweet Lady Sleaze. Thank you for giving me a question that I deeply love. Come here, Sweet Lady Sleaze. Sweet Lady Sleaze says, should I go all in on my art this year? And I say, let's find out. I also say, Sweet Lady Sleaze, that this is the year of the fire horse, in case you didn't know. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just like Google it later, it's fine. It's the Chinese New Year, the year of the fire horse. Last year was the year of the snake. We were shedding our skins. Were we? But this is the year of the fire horse, suggesting that ideas like, should I go all in on my art, are generally pretty supported. Let's find out what the cards have to say, Sweet Lady Sleaze, about whether you should go all in on your art this year. I mean, who knows? Maybe you're a performance artist like Chris Burden, and for you to go all in is to have somebody shoot you in the arm with a gun. In which case, I'd be like, oh, well, maybe we better press pause, Sweet Lady Sleaze. But if you're just there painting pictures of stuff, it might be a different story. Let's find out. That's right, I just did a Chris Burden reference. That's right. I don't know who it's for, but it's for me. All right, let's see here. Boom. Sweet Lady Sleaze says, should I go in on all in on my art this year? And the cards say, look, at this point, it's almost like it's a rigged game, because when I love the question like this, the cards just seem to respond with love. Love is what you've been shown, the purest form of love. Sweet Lady Sleaze, self-love, innocent love, pure love. Should I go all in on my art this year? I don't know. Do you like feeling good? Do you like feeling joyful and loved within yourself? I mean, especially for artists, I think that when you commit to yourself like that, you are basically engaging in a form of love of self, okay? You're saying to that purest version of yourself, the one that was there right from the very beginning when you were a kid, essentially, like that purest little, like, curious version of yourself that wants to fill the world with beautiful things, and you're saying, you know what? Yeah, you're great. I want you out there. Get out there and do more. Doesn't that feel good to be able to tell yourself things like that? 6 Cups says, keep on going. Word? Virgo Moon understands. That's how I feel when I share my jewelry with people, says Virgo Moon. And yes, exactly. It's like, hey, look, what's in here is good when it comes out. Obviously, we all know that, but sometimes it feels really good to have it proven by our own act. Kesha Kiki Matthews, are you still here? You've asked what my love life looks like this year, and I'm going to answer you. Hi, Kesha Kiki Matthews. How are you? My name is Open Phones. Welcome to Tarot Morning Wisdom, where we drop cards on questions. Your question is, what's my love like? Spit it out, Phones. Your question is, what is my love life looking like this year? I don't know. Let's find out. It's interesting. Kesha Kiki Matthews, the cards have dropped you into the realm of emotion, but they have said something to you about the necessity to build strength, okay? You've been given a Hermetic 9 of Cups. Now, because you're talking to me, and because in my mind this 9 of Cups connects to a certain thing, a certain strength that emerges in difficult situations as a strength of the heart that, why am I being so ineloquent? To be in your 9 of Cups is to be basically flexing your emotional muscles to protect yourself to a certain extent, but it's all towards if it's positively keyed, then it's all towards a good cause. Like the best way forward, the best way to think about this card is if you think about a stack of powerful, just 8 cups energy, like the energy of the number 8, which is perfect balance, and it's like it's a perfect equilibrium. You're seeing the world with like absolute accuracy, and then you reach for that 9th cup of growth from there, so that you in all of your power are growing with intention upward. But of course, interpretively, even in the artwork, you can see a certain amount of isolation is required for that growth. And that might be what is being pointed up, sweet Kesha, about your love life this year. There might be the need to find appreciation for what you are able to generate emotionally on your own for yourself inside of this card. And there's always the option of protectionism inside of these 9s too. Does that 8 is your favorite number? Well, 9 is the number that you've gotten, which means that there's growing. Don't be afraid of growth, sweet Kesha. It actually is brilliant, but it is growth. It's tough. Hey, Miss Tree. Miss Tree has an open next to their name, and that's why I know they're awesome. Oh, Miss Tree. Yay, Kesha. I hope that helps. Oh, Miss Tree, don't you have a question for the cards, Miss Tree? Don't you? Otherwise, I'm starting to think about pivoting. I'm considering a pivot to the rest of my day as we approach the 2-hour mark. I'll make it to 2 hours. Who here has a question for the cards? Anyone? Have we run out of questions finally? Is it like that now? Fred, do you have a question? If we are out of questions, that's fine. I will happily shuffle and fire off one last card. There we go. Kelly card is here. Oh, sweet Kelly. How are you doing? An early member of the Open Phones fan club, Kelly card. How do you do readings? How do you do your reading? I'll answer you in a second, Sabrina. Okay, Kelly. Morning wisdom card for Kelly is as follows. Ready? Ooh. You know, I was just speaking about equilibrating justice in that number. And now, all right, look, I'll give it to you this way. In Pam's deck, there are a couple of 20th century corruptions. I know. I didn't look. I'm not criticizing Pamela. It wasn't like she wasn't the one doing it. It was Arthur Waite. I know you guys are like, what are you even talking about? But like, the Justice card is here, and in this deck is at number 11, but in the old deck it's at number 8. And we were talking about 8s earlier, about how perfect equilibrium makes absolute judgment possible. So this Justice card is here, Kelly, to tell you today's a good day to not get BS'd. Have your scales out, have your sword of truth out, and sit there and measure and weigh. Keep looking for accuracy on this Wednesday. Is that your favorite card, Sabrina? That's an interesting one to pick. I like that. So, Miss Tree, thank you for that. Miss Tree has requested a card for the current collective, meaning everybody here. Ready? All right, everybody, don't move. Freeze. Maybe if you could share this with people, like you get more people in for this collective read. We're doing a collective read. This is Miss Tree buying a drink for the house. Okay? Thank you, Miss Tree. That's incredibly kind. A round for the house from Miss Tree. Okay, everybody that's here is getting this card together with Miss Tree. And the card is as follows. It's the beautiful Queen of Swords again, saying something to me, you, and everybody about finding our power inside of repose and inside of total accuracy and clarity of thought. Remember, this queen is potentially, with her gentle power, holding back the realms of emotion and fire and physicality so that she can maintain her airy vision of what's to come. Boom! Wisdom, baby. Wisdom for the room. What a great idea, Mystery. Thank you for that. Everybody thank Mystery for suggesting the group card. Thank you, Mystery. Wait, who's giving up? Sister Bird? Get over here, Sister Bird. Don't give up. Sister Bird, don't give up. I'm sorry, Sister Bird. I'm doing the best I can, Sister Bird. Sister Bird, can you ever forgive me, Sister Bird? Come on, Sister Bird. Please. Sister Bird. Sister Bird, did you leave? There, okay, good. Sister Bird's here. I was about to, start to DM you. Be like, please, Sister Bird, come back. Sister Bird is worried about money. Sister Bird's got financial concerns. Sister Bird, nervously, is asking about whether they're going to receive money, I imagine, from the universe. I don't know. Am I going to receive money? Am I going to receive money to move? That's Sister Bird's question. And I will now try to divine some kind of an answer for you, Sister Bird, because ultimately, my imagination is reaching for a card that would be now I guess there are cards that could be a direct. You know what? This is a perfect example. Sister Bird, you're like, am I going to get money to move? And the cards say, Queen, chill. You need to find some mental balance, and you need to use your will to create a very simple form of insulation between your mind and the emotional waters behind it and the lunar mystery above it, all right? Create some space for yourself in the realm of mental. I know that's not answering your question, but honest to God, did you really expect this bleeping deck to be like, sure, I'll answer that question straight up? No, it's going to tell you what to do to find your power. Where can I find my power? Well, you can find it right here in the realm of the mental. Does that hit? Am I going to receive money to move? Cards say, hold your position. How about that? Oh, sweet Sister Bird, I'm sorry to hear that you need money. You get it. Oh, awesome. I'm so glad. Thank you, Sister Bird. Don't forget your buddy open phones, please, Sister Bird. Don't forget open phones. Mm. Mm. Let's see if there's some interesting... Sorry. Man, that got out of hand. That got out of hand. Scooter is here. Scooter, are you still here, Scooter S? Scooter S? Please report to the front, Scooter S, if you could. Wait, why are you... I just don't understand why the chat censors certain things. Such as what you said, sweet Angelox. There you are, Scooter S. Scooter S, you had a question about, like, what... Just give me what the universe wants me to know, Type 5. Let's do that right now, Scooter S. Scooter S. Scooter S, your Terra Morning Wisdom card for this March 18th, 2026 is as follows. Ooh, 4 cups again. Scooter S, the universe wants you to know something about emotional stability or your path towards that emotional stability. And within that, there's a suggestion, of course, inside of Pamela's beautiful artwork that inspiration may be trying to reach you on some wavelength or another. Are there ways that you can open yourself up to emotional inspiration, sweet Scooter S? This card is asking you to scan yourself for just that. Right, Amy? Right, Taylor Page? Right, Gray? Gray, who thought I was that one guy from Jurassic Park for a second. I don't really know, but if you say so. Which one? Richard Attenborough? You understand, says Scooter S. Thank you. Oh, Rue. Good question. Rue is here. Hi, Rue. How are you doing, Rue? Welcome. New moon energy card for me, please. New moon energy card for me, please. Man, you know what? And like, I'm going to give that to you. Rue, it's for you. We know it's for you. Let's also do this as a collective. What's some new moon energy that we can think of right now, friends? Rue asks for it, and I'm offering it to the room. New moon energy. It seems like that lunar eclipse is still sort of an echo in my life from a couple of weeks ago. So I'm excited for the renewal of a new lunar cycle, frankly. Let's bring it on. And we're going to go into Aries season, and we're going to go into April, which is my birthday month, which makes me excited because I am a child at the end of the day, and I still get excited for my birthday. So, Rue, your new moon energy card is as... Oh my God! Well, what am I supposed to even say to that, Rue? You just pulled the moon on the moon. So, let's talk about it. What do we got here? We've got the moon itself, La Bella Luna, one of the most powerful cards in the deck, one of the most powerful cards in the deck. Why? Because it is the feminine aspect of divinity. How about that? Like literally, it's 50% of the god energy in the deck. The other 50% is the sun. Together they equilibrate and create the energy of the star, which populates the tower, which... Blah, 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 blah. But here, we are very, very close to heaven self. Okay? And we are thinking about divine femininity in those grandest terms. Grandest terms. And so we are thinking about how the moon literally moves the oceans of the earth around with its power. The moon literally... What is that? I don't like that, Ray Chisholm. Goodbye. How do I block that? I don't know. Block. Confirm. Sorry, I'm just clearing out a little... I don't know why somebody would come blasting through our chat with a 901 phone number, but I can't have that, and neither can either of you. Anyway, sorry, where was I? Yeah, it's the moon. Think about it. Okay, so the moon's moving the tides. The moon is giving us access to the divine energy of the sun in a form that we can experience as humans and not go blind or get sunburned from. The moon is, the moon is inspiring the creatures of the earth to go on pilgrimages towards it and its mysterious energy. How is this going to hit for you? Ultimately, Sweet Rue, is the question that you get to ask yourself in this moment. Do you know what I mean? Hey, not Julian, Mom, thank you for still being here. You're generous of spirit for sitting and watching all this stuff. It's 9:06. I think I've crossed the 2-hour mark, which I don't know. Am I tempted to wrap it up now? Is there more to be done? It's hard to know. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'm gonna wind it down gently here and do one more card for the whole, like a collective card. Yes. Thank you, Trish. A card for me. I need my morning wisdom also. And we'll take that card and we'll gracefully pivot into our Wednesdays, our Mercurial Wednesdays, where we are going to be ready for, we're going to be adaptable. I believe adaptability is what Mercury wants from us. And is Mercury in retrograde bleeping over yet? Does anybody in this chat know? Is Mercury in retrograde over now? Do I have to continue to walk on eggshells all Wednesday? Thank you, Kelly. It's not. Okay, great. It's not over yet. No, it's fine. I think we've got a couple. Yes, we've got 2 more days of this. I mean, look, I especially on Mercury Day on Wednesday, I can't help but feel it. The retrograde is real. Why? Because just bleep just goes a little bit skiddier and sideways in ways that at this point I'm exhausted by. Exhausted. I need my astrology to be supportive now. Okay? I can't have this resistance coming from space self. So all of that said, as you guys very patiently let me complain about Mercury in retrograde for the billionth time, I am pulling one last card for the collective and for me. My Tarot Morning Wisdom card for this Wednesday, March 18th is as follows. New ideas. Oh, God. Why am I mad at that? I'm not mad at the Page of Swords. Stop. I'm not mad at the Page of Swords. But I recognize there's a newcomer status attached to the Page of Swords that an old person like me can occasionally chafe against when another new idea. Exactly. It's like I'm just okay, just bleeping. Okay, fine. No, new ideas. Great. I love new ideas. I feel like I'm almost being caught out here by myself by this card because it's you're seeing me kind of go, I don't want new ideas. I don't want any new ideas. I'm tired of new ideas. I want old. I want familiar terrain that I know. And guess what? Sometimes that's not the answer. And this is one of those times. I'm so sorry, son. You're going to have to walk out onto the playing field carrying your page sword, not your king sword. Don't be sorry, cards. I understand what you're saying, and I welcome this challenge / opportunity. I kissed the Page of Swords. Right, Chill Mystic? Chill Mystic, I just gave a Page of Swords to the room to carry into their Wednesday. New ideas. And now, at the 2-hour and roughly 5-minute mark, I feel like it's time for me to take my leave so that I can go be, contributing member of society. I think this is where I say, friends, if you like what you see up here and you want to engage me for a deeper private read that goes many, many cards deep and explores as many different terrains as you are interested in exploring with me, I would like nothing more. So please, if that's interesting to you, reach out. We can find the right amount of time to do it in that's affordable to you. I'm not trying to chisel anybody out of a bunch of money. I'm just trying to turn this into a thing that can support me in addition to all the other bull crap I've got to do to support me. So, That's my pitch. I give you kisses and hugs on this Wednesday, Mercurial Wednesday, and say I will be back on Friday, and we are going to have a big fat party because Friday will be the end of Mercury in retrograde. Okay? Can I please say that I'm eternally grateful for everybody that comes through here and participates. Thank you for making my life so much better and more fun by participating in this and making it a real thing. I'm grateful for you and for this and all of it. I forgot to even brag about this. We crossed 1,000 followers. 1,000 follows. This week, this Monday. Isn't that amazing? How weird. 2.5 months ago, it didn't even exist. It just goes to show you what you can do when you hit absolute rock bottom. When you tell yourself that you have permission to do whatever you need to do. First of all, step 1, give yourself permission. Keep saying yes no matter what. Step 2, just turf out and find out what happens, baby. Next thing you know, you'll be in your bathrobe throwing cards on the internet. I love every single one of you. Thank you. If you want to talk, hit me in the DMs. I'm easy to find. And until we see each other again on Friday, have a great, happy, healthy, safe experience out there. Good? Good. Mwah.